I'll get you one day, maybe next week. I'm gonna see ya. I'll meet you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I'll meet you, yeah. I will drive past your house, and if the lights are all down, I'll see who's around. Another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna win you. I'll get you one day, maybe next week. I'm gonna see ya. I'll meet you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I'll meet you, yeah. And yeah, the lights are all out. I'll follow your ass downtown, see who's hanging. Ow! Ow! I'll trick you one way or another. I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna trick you one way, baby, or another. I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna give you the slip. I walk down the mall, stand over by the wall where I can see it all, find out who you got. Lead you to the supermarket, check out some specials and rap food, get lost in the crowd. Gonna get you, gonna get you. For one way or another. Get you, gonna get you, gonna get you. Now I'll follow you downtown, so I know where you live, I know where you work, I know where you park your car. I know your cell phone number. I know your home phone number. I know your work number. I know your mother's phone number. Oh, no. One way, baby. One way or another. One way or another. Gonna get you, gonna get you, gonna get you. One way or another. Gonna get you. One way, baby. One way or another. Gonna get you, gonna get you, gonna get you, gonna get you. One way or another.
Welcome back to Private Sessions. From 1976 through the early 80s, Blondie gained tremendous success with one hit or another. Get it? Elevating them to the top of the world stage, only to have things implode when their manager left. They lost their record company, and Chris Stein became ill. It seemed like Blondie was over. Chris, I read somewhere that you said that the first 10 years after Blondie disbanded, that nobody had any interest, nobody cared, and then after 10 years, there was this huge interest, and I'm curious to know if that was really what was the reason why you got everyone back together.
Yeah, that and just surviving, paying my taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it did really seem like it really did seem like, yeah, I kept feeling the momentum building, you know.
Yeah, it was palpable.
Yeah.
There was not many people that didn't feel that.
More and more interest, and more musicians were referencing us as influences, and you know, finally a couple of people just said, you know, you should, as you know now, you should do it. And I looked at it in a different way. I'd always had it in the back of my head, but it never felt right. And all of a sudden, it seemed like the right thing to do.
Now, did you call up Clem and Debbie and say, you guys, we're going to do this?
I can't remember the exact one.
The chain.
What did
how
you
the
think,
chain
Clem?
worked. It just all kind of started brewing. I always
Yeah.
thought we would get back together at some point.
You did?
I had a dear friend who would always tell me, you guys will get back together one day. It happened. But I say we got back together for love and money, basically.
Yeah.
Well, those are two great reasons.
Yeah.
Did you want to do? Were you eager to jump on board initially?
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, she's skeptical.
Took some coaxing.
I was the holdout, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I
She was
just said,
skeptical.
no.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so let me just ask then, you get back together, you've been through tremendous highs and lows, 15 plus years, and you come out, I got to know what the experience was like for you guys coming out on top with a #1 hit song, Maria, in 1999. I think it was #1 in like 14 countries. You guys have been apart 15 years. What was that like?
It was great. It was really exciting, and I mean, what could be bad about something like that? We toured around, we played, and we had a hit song.
Yeah, no, it was very emotional. I mean, every time I see Jerry Maguire, I get misty because it's all about being given a second chance, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Much more from Blondie when Private Sessions comes back, including songs off their new release, The Panic of the Girls. You don't want to miss it. That was Blondie performing Mother off their new release, The Panic of Girls. Now, considering all the blonde pop goddesses that exist in music today, it's hard to believe that Debbie Harry was the first one to bring the whole movie starlet sensibility into rock. You really did. I mean, did it ever occur to you that if it were not for you, that there would perhaps be no iconic Madonna and, in turn, you know, Lady Gaga?
Oh, wow. No, I said, as I said earlier, you know, I feel like it was, you know, an idea that you know, whose time had come. And, but I really had a great fondness for film stars and silver screen and the Platinum Blondes, and so it just seemed like a fun thing to do and something that I could really relate to. And, you know, as a kid, you know, being in a rock band was zero. You know, it didn't mean anything. But being a movie star really meant a lot. So, you know, that was sort of my childhood thing. Was I want to be a movie star. You know,
Sort of channeled that.
and I
Marilyn
started
Monroe.
bleaching my hair very young. You know.
You did.
Yeah.
Did your parents ever wonder what was going on at the time?
And my mother, because they, God, your hair is getting lighter and lighter.
You know what? Now that I think about it, you were the one that made it chic to have roots showing in your hair, which at the time was a really big deal.
Yeah, well, I copied that off of Andy.
Oh, Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
I thought that you were his muse, though.
Or did he copy off of me? I don't know.
Maybe he did. That's true. But on that note, I have another surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, another colleague of yours heard you were going to be here and had another surprise question.
Oh, okay. Oh, John.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Blondie. Deborah, Chris, Clem. Obviously, I'm John Waters, and I made the original Hairspray, the one before the Broadway musical, the one before John Travolta movie. And I've worked with Deborah and Chris before. And, of course, Deborah, you're in my Hairspray movie. And I know we've talked about our work together on that movie for so many years ad nauseum. Is there really one anecdote left for us to exploit? But after all this time, I've been thinking, and I do have a few questions about your role in Hairspray. One, you're the villain in this movie, but you're a good mom. When your daughter comes home from dancing on TV every day, you pop her pimples for her. Now, in real life, I've seen pictures of you even when you were a teenager, and you always look great. Did you ever have pimples? Did Deborah Harry ever have pimples? And if so, how did you treat them?
Oh, John.
Have you ever been asked that question before?
Did I ever have pimples? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, Blondie performs another one of their new songs right here on A&E's Private Sessions. Stay with us. You don't want to miss it. For an exclusive look behind the scenes here at Blondie's visit to our studio, just check out our website, aetv.com/private sessions. Welcome back to Private Sessions. We have been spending the hour with Debbie Harry, Chris Stein, and Clem Burk of Blondie. I've been having a great time with you guys this hour, and I can't believe we're at the end of the hour. But I wanted to ask you a bit about the tour that you're going to embark on. How long does the tour usually last for you guys?
I think the States one is longer, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
6 or
seems like
7
it's-
weeks, and then
yeah,
we're going to
it's gonna be a
Australia
long
in
Winter.
November with the Pretenders.
Wow.
and
Oh,
Blondie will be
great.
good. I just saw Chrissy a couple weeks ago, and she's pretty excited about it.
I bet. Oh, my God. Is that obviously it's important to you, but it is what level of importance is it to you guys to tour versus just putting out albums?
You know, the fans look at it like you're visiting them. Like when you
Right.
go to somebody's town, it's like you're paying them a visit. I mean, that's you really feel that, you know, that they're excited about seeing us, and you know, they appreciate that you make the effort to go out and tour, because it's fun, but sometimes it could be a little grueling nowadays. But it's fun, and you really get
Doing the shows is
it's only
exciting.
one way to get that feeling back from the people that are fans of your music, you know, is to go and visit them.
Yeah.
That's got to be an addicting
You
feeling.
know, to go back to the, you know, what we were saying before about Iggy and Bowie, you know, our initiation into the touring business was on such a positive note, because their concern was the show and the combination of bands, and, you know, how we presented the entire package. So that, you know, has always been a concern of ours. I mean, we've been in both positions where, you know, there's been contention and competition, and I mean, there's a certain amount of, you know, good competition.
Are you still having fun?
We like to play.
Yeah, I would certainly miss it if I would miss it if I didn't do it. Certainly.
I wish I had more time with you, and you at home, stay with us, because we've got one more song from Blondie. Thank you so much for being here, spending your time playing. Best of luck with the tour and the Panic of Girls, your new album, and come back and see us again real soon.
Thank you very much.